Good morning. We're on the downhill part of our walk. Just wanted to talk today. This is day 4. My diabetes walk campaign. So I just wanted to talk about glucose monitoring and blood sugar, managing my blood sugar. I am very thankful. I have only been living with this disease for a couple of years because technology has changed so much and is changing actively right now in the wearable tech for people with diseases like diabetes. So when I started 2 years ago monitoring my blood sugar, I was doing it more the old-fashioned way where you prick your finger before every meal or whenever you feel your blood sugar is high or low, and you have a test strip that you put the blood on, and then a little device reads what your blood sugar is, and then based on what that is and what it should be, the difference, you take more or less insulin than your normal meal dose. And that is an incredibly painful way of trying to monitor your blood sugar, from my experience. Just because it's so, when all you're doing is getting 3 or 4 data points in a day without understanding how the rest of the day is trending, it just makes it very difficult to understand exactly what your blood sugar is doing and what the impact of various different foods and exercise has. And a lot of that's because you can't, it's a pain to try and literally to prick your finger and take blood on a regular basis, but also it's a pain. It costs too much. You can only afford to, at least whatever gets covered by your medical, can only afford for a few tests a day, which is not nearly enough. So anyway, my main ability to manage my blood sugar changed dramatically once I started using a continuous glucose monitor. And so what a CGM is a little device that adheres to your skin and inserts a probe into your subcutaneous layers, but into your skin, that monitors your blood sugar, and you scan it with your phone or with a device that you can get from the drugstore. And it, as long as you scan it every, I think it's 5-6 hours, there's a buffer. So as long as you're scanning it every 6 hours or so, you can get a continuous measurement of your blood sugar. There's a graph. Maybe I'll show that in another video later this month, how that works. But long story short, I actually could understand how my blood sugar were, because I could see not just what the blood sugar was at any given point, but where it's trending. Is it rising really quickly? Is it sinking really quickly? And I think anybody who's diabetic and even pre-diabetic ought to have one of these devices. Now getting governments to pay for it is a whole other matter, but for those who can, having a continuous glucose monitor is a life changer for managing diabetes. It allows you to check at any time and see. So if you just do a bunch, I guess one of the most difficult things about managing blood sugar is it can change so drastically, so quickly, depending on what you've either consumed or what you've done. And so a lot of the trick of managing diabetes has been to sorry, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Come on, puppy. Anyway, I'll stop my little rambling on just because I've kind of lost the thread anyway. But that's sort of a brief overview of what it's like to actually monitor your blood sugar. So Nibbler and I are going to keep going down our trail, and I think I'll sign off for today. Maybe I'll shoot a little bit of walking footage just to end the video with, but thanks for tuning in again, and we'll see you tomorrow. Say goodbye, Nibbler.